Hello there, and hello to you too. Vlogging with Gibster, back for new episodes of the Ugalki region, in which I show you another redesign, which is part of the final step of the region, which is finalizing it, in which I am redesigning old designs that I'd made before over the past 2 years, and also coming up with new ones that I think would fit better. For example, there is going to be an Indian and British Pokemon in here, despite the fact that this is in Greece. However, I felt like the designs were too good not to pass up, considering the fact that Lava Tyrant isn't doing it for his Indian region, and that Pokemon never used it for their UK region. I thought I would do them, but they are not in today's video. But what is? Well, the redesign of the regional rodent, which sees the return of Arodelia, and we say goodbye to Typo Tico in replacement for something else. Now, first of all, another change with the Pokedex is that I have all the information on the back. Oh, not all the information, just the Pokedex entries so far, which I need to end up making everything else, like anything else that there's there, or I might just leave it like this, like, there's height, which I need to do, and that's on the back of everything here. On the back of all the ones there. Now, first of all, let's go over the changes I made to Arodelia. So first of all, the first change is not visible. There we go. So this right here is what it was originally based on, which is the lesser mole rat, and that is the animal that I decided to base it on. And I've also decided to base it on this musical instrument here called the lyre. Now, the thing is, the original Arodelia I made hideous and based on Hephaestus, who is normally hideous and disfigured for reasons of the fact that Hera, instead of doing it with Zeus to give birth to Hephaestus, she impregnated herself with magic, and that ended up causing Hephaestus to come out deformed. I'm pretty sure there are different versions of the story in which magic was not involved and just the natural way, and he came out deformed anyway, but that is the story that I heard first. Anyway, point is, it's based on a different god this time, one that is actually represented by rodents, and also represented by this instrument. That being, now I originally had a bug line for this one, like the bug line, which is the regional bug that I used to represent his sister. However, decided to change it to make it seem more sense. So it's also based on Apollo. Now, I know that there are minor Pokemon that are based on the gods as well. However, there will be legendaries that are directly inspired by the gods and will be the representations of the gods, in that the ones like the starters and Arodelia are only based on them thematically and also with inspiration as well, whereas the legendaries will be the versions of the gods in the Pokemon world, which I really need to... Can I just... There we go. So, moving along. That is not where I wanted to go. This right here, as you would have seen in the thumbnail, is the new redesign of Arodelia. Behold in all its glory. No, I am not wanting that in the shot. So, Arodelia. Now, this tail is, while I did show you the lyre, there's also a different version of the lyre. Whereas that one is for the evolution. This one is a different version. I changed it up a bit to make it look more like a tail, like having the middle bit thinner and then having a rounded bit there. But basically, that is a different version of the lyre that I used here. And still, it is still blind, as you see by the grayed eyes there. And I took inspiration from other regional rodents here to make it seem more Pokemon like. I'm not trying to replicate its style, I'm just trying to make it fit in. As obvious by the fact that the shading is different to the way Pokemon shades it, and it's similar to the way I've shaded the others, in which it seems more realistic, I guess you'd say. Of course, the next episode will be the regional birds, which I am swapping the place of two birds I have already. I will be swapping Uglum and... where is it? It's not there. I will be swapping around Uglum and Fawny, who I am going to give a different name because my story is that at the time of making this, I didn't realise what I had done with the name. I already knew that was a swear word, and I didn't realise that until I put it in the database and everything with my region. So now that I'm rebooting all of that, I can change it, because look at that terrible art style from 2 years ago. And then, not that one. Look at that terrible art style from 2 years ago compared to this. That's just amazing. So how about we have a look at the dex entry. So Arodelia is still a normal type. So Arodelia is a normal type, and it is categorized as the blind mole Pokemon. And its dex entry states, Arodelia love eating sugar-enriched leaves and playing music with their tails. Their music is so enchanting that it can calm even the most heated of battles. This Pokemon is completely blind and relies on echolocation to sense its surroundings. So as I said before, we're saying goodbye to Typotico, and we're saying hello to someone new. So would I like to introduce you to its completely brand new evolution, Elielsocrat, which is even more inspired by Apollo, even having the little Blaziken parts there, which I wasn't intending that to be a reference to Mega Blaziken. However, I thought that if I were to have the robes dripping, it could be made of fire, and then I took inspiration from Mega Blaziken for that. So it takes even more inspiration from that specific image I showed you. For example, there's the head crest there, which crest might be a significant word coming later on for, I don't know, brand new gimmick that is completely different to the old one that I had. Since it's now Pokemon, I can't have it be too similar to Mega Evolution, so I changed it completely with the thanks to Jotam Reels, who's also part of the Elite, and a viewer of the YouTuber Matt Meyer called Oniboy. Speaking of which, you should probably check out Matt Meyer. He is a very good Pokemon YouTuber who's also part of the Elite. And then you could also talk to Oniboy there, and he could help you guys with his own regions and stuff as well. Of course, I'd love to as well. So, here is the wire, and that right there is still attached to the tail, and has all different fire-like colors, which you can probably guess what the typing is now. And then that being, what was I going to say next? Yeah, so, of course, all the grey is minimized to the eyes and just that part there. And I had a very struggle in time with the teeth. However, I think this is how it works best right now. You could be wondering, why did I use Arodelia for the thumbnail instead of the final evolution? Which is what I did last time. But I decided to go for the surprise, even though the water starter is new. I decided to keep it change, plus Arodelia is cuter. So, let's go over the dex entry for this one. As you could have guessed, it is the normal and fire type, and it is the conductor Pokemon, because it's musical and everything. So I thought that would fit. And you'll get a reference to that in the Pokedex entry, which let's go over. Elielsocrat's music is adored by all for its beauty and elegance. They make their homes in underground burrows near warm environments. Elielsocrat's music is so powerful that it can command the very force of fire and light itself, almost like a conductor. Inspired by its tail and power, humans created an instrument based on it called the Elio-lyre. Of course, lyre and Elio-Socrat. And like Typotico, its name is completely comprised of Greek words, except Typotico was a corruption of Greek words, whereas this one is completely Greek words. So, what do you guys think about this one? Do you think that this one is a very good addition to the new Greek Pokedex, and also a good redesign of Arodelia? Now, if you guys have any ideas for any other Greek Pokemon that I could do, ones that aren't obvious like the Chimera and Cyclops, because of course I'm going to do them, maybe others from other countries that I could do as well, because as I said, I'm also going to do a British and an Indian one as well, so maybe you guys could give me some ideas in the comments. Maybe you guys could give me ideas for some characters, what gyms to do, what Elite Four members, and what the champion could be as well. Maybe even professors, just anything about the game, not the gimmick. I've already came up with that, as I said, thanks to Justin Reels and Only1, also partly Matt Meyer as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!